All right. Let's do this thing. Happy Tuesday. We made it. I just want to give it a few seconds to make sure that we didn't run into the same issue we did a few weeks ago, or a few days ago whenever I went live, and Facebook decided to just shut the live off on me. John, you are first. Welcome. All right, gotta tag Nick and Travis. It's probably not gonna let me, but that's okay. Let's hope it does. Yes, it did. You guys don't understand how excited I am about this. The fact that it just works. I got feedback. Let's hope it does. I'm not echoing on my phone. Is anybody else echoing? Yeah, no. Refresh it, Brian. I don't have any feedback on my end, and I don't think anybody else does. I apologize that you do. Facebook can be really wonky. Maybe it accidentally opened it twice. I don't know. I'm excited. My in-laws are in town. Robert, what's happening? Jeez, Brian, why you gotta goof it up for everybody? Huh? I don't have any mail to open, so we're gonna have fun opening some fresh top loaders. Isn't this just as exciting? No, I got the... I think I'm gonna end up keeping this Soto. I think the other cards I'm gonna put into the repack. But... a numbered Soto rookie. A blue. Now a Mets color match. I think I'd do it. Thanks for the fill, everybody. I know it was a bit of a grind to get this one closed, but we made it. That's what matters. So I sent you on the gram. So I saw that you sent me a message, Chris. Dude, when I tell you I had a crazy day, like for real, today was wild. So technically I saw you sent me something on the gram. I did not see what it was yet. But I promise you I will watch it. On my personal Instagram account, I have... Let's see how many unopened DMs I have on there. On my card one, I have 0. On my personal one, I have 10. Oh, dude. So I saw the video of Volpe's dad. Wow. Didn't realize that... I mean, to be fair, like... That's not how you talk to people. Plain and simple. Oh, yeah, Brian. My in-laws are awesome. It's so funny. I come home because they're house hunting because they're thinking about moving out here too, and I come home and there's a different vehicle in the driveway. I'm like, oh, cool, they're here. Like, no, they just rode with the realtor, and I was like, oh okay. Yes, sir, Robert. Yes, sir. I'm gonna give about one more minute for everybody to jump in here. Hopefully, everybody had a great 4th of July. Have I seen you guys since the 4th of July? I don't think I have I. Yeah, duh. Yeah, 4th of July was Friday. I broke on Saturday. Well, if I didn't see you Saturday, hopefully you still have all your fingers and toes. For those of you who miraculously somehow have extras, hope you still got all those too. But no, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I'm glad we filled this. I was excited to rip that Bowman draft box, and I don't know, feel like this was a good mix. Hopefully we see some people get some big hits. All right, well, here is the team list. Of course, it's scrolling at the bottom of your screen. But still, if you want to take a bigger look at everybody in here. And I also want to give a couple shout-outs to both Nick and Roy. It's your first break with me. I very much appreciate you jumping in with me. But if you could do me a huge favor, please PM me your address. I ship out on Sundays, so Sunday you'll get a picture of your label. Please PM me your address so I can get you your cards. All right, and last piece of admin. Of course, this is an empty box. Somebody give me a number 1 through 8 for our Jet collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. If you have extras and lose one, you're still winning. Heck yeah, Roy, welcome in. I also love the profile picture of the Thunderbirds. I've got a pretty cool picture with them. Oh, John and Roy both said 8. So the bottom box. You guys didn't see that. You didn't see anything. Yes, it almost fell, but it didn't. All right, here's the empty, as always. Retired Air Force. That is my picture with the Thunderbirds. That is probably the coolest picture of me ever taken. Definitely a top tier moment of my entire life. All right, friends. Well, let's do this thing. Let's start off with a little Bowman Black. I'm still active duty, Roy. That's why I know we filled this a while ago, but I got work. So I come home, change really quick, come down here and set up. That's my daily battle rhythm. Close enough. Friendly reminder, this is a paper spot break just because we got a lot of paper coming out of that draft box. So I had a couple questions about what a paper spot is. So the easiest way to describe it is if the card has a red logo and it's a base card, like not numbered or not autographed, that gets auctioned. So starting bid's $10 and you'll get all the base paper. The reason why we do that, this Adley Rutschman card may be worth, 2 cents. You know what I mean? The juice isn't really worth the squeeze. John, absolutely not. Please do not. Oh yeah, Roy, and yeah, it's a fun side hustle that I enjoy. We got a backwards card and a blaster. My interest is piqued. All right, rookie of your favorite, Jace Young. And what could we have here? Usually this is a paper card. Well, it is a paper card. All right, they just tried to bamboozle us with a CAGS base paper card. Well, that was a bummer. Here's a nice start for the paper spot winner, Charlie Condon. As far as all like the paper spot stuff goes, any of the notable names I'll sleeve and top load. There we go. Charlie Condon, first chrome right off the rip. Zach Showalter, Churio, York, and Seager. Corey Seager had a darn good night last night. I hear some pitter pattering. The question is it Ashley or is it someone else? I don't know. We'll see.
Why do you whisper the closer I get?
Because you scare me. Oh, did you hear what I said?
What?
I said, is it Ashley or is it somebody else?
Guess what?
What?
Someone drank my cold brew.
Really? That's
Gotta figure out the culprit. They owe me one.
lovely. For sure, Robert. Tim! What up? I'm just going to fan out the paper. Just that way I don't want to waste your time. I know everybody's got plenty of it. Oh, okay. All right. This is what we're doing. Wait, well, we got a purple back there and a blaster. Fine. I guess I'm not ripping. Goodness. All right, go ahead. The rest of the blaster is yours.
Sorry. I'm in a mood today. I need a...
Robert.
Hello, Robert.
What's funny is Robert actually asked if you would be breaking today. Here, you just
Wow.
bump the camera.
Sorry. I'm a little hyped up. It's been a long day. Okay, let's see where the purple is. Okay.
Further back. Push your arms
Oh. It's being
The focus
impressive.
is right there. I got long arms. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have no package on the way from Trent right now. It feels weird.
Okay. George Clausen. Sounds like Clausen pickles. Love a pickle. Where's that go?
Yeah, right
Okay,
there. Now
sorry.
we got the paper cards.
Andrew Morris. Ashley. And Jujar.
Just be confident. Close enough.
Slay. Okay. The purple's not behind that.
2 cards back.
Arun Escobar. Nice Andrew Morris on. What is that? That's not a refract.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Just regular chrome. And
Sorry.
Then we got purple behind it, so it's
Got to get back in my terms. Jose Altuve. There's still one more.
Yeah, don't ding it.
I'm not.
Okay.
I have very light grip. I have lady fingers. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Last one on the back. Willie Adams. And the purple. Let's see. Looks like no ink. 219 out of 250.
Ooh.
Carson Bench for the Mets.
Chet Steadman.
That's pretty.
Mets first round draft pick.
Is this one a normal one? Seems kind
That's
of
a top loader, yeah.
I meant like normal versus thicker top loader.
Thanks for your address, Roy. I appreciate it.
She's a beaut.
Alright, we can't go 45 minutes on a blaster.
Okay. I'll get out of this seat.
No, finish
What?
it. It's yours. I said the rest of it is yours.
Fine. Trent's trying to farm out his work to me. Hello, Brian. Hello, everyone. Oh, we got something shiny. No more color, though. But I love some shine. Juan Soto. That needed to go in a different pile.
You're good.
I'm learning how to do all this simultaneously. Spencer Schwellenbach. I think that got pretty close. Rookie. Cattell Marte. I know that name. Spencer Schwellenbach
Ooh,
on the...
red rookie. That's top load worthy.
Is that
Remember how like the MVP buyback works?
not just a chrome? Because that's more shiny than
That's
the others.
it's a red rookie.
Okay.
Yeah, those are.
Okay. I
Those
can't
are
tell
good.
if there's... No, there's not something behind it.
No, that would be the hit of
Do you want me to stop or just put it to the side?
Just put it aside.
Okay. James Tibbs the third. That has to be fun, like being named after people. Like how far can you get your lineage going? Janzel Lewis, or is it Hansel?
Yancel Luis. Just be confident. Say it and go to the next one.
I haven't been on my Spanish game in a while. Okay, Leo De Veers on the back. Chris Sale. Luis Robert Jr. Adele Amador for the Rockies. And let's see. Ashley Andujar for the Rockies. Got him on the chrome. And Luke Sinnard for the Braves. Also on the chrome.
Just the Schwallenbach gold top load.
Okay. Where's the Braves?
Oh, sorry.
My assistant's moving slow today. He's on
Sorry.
his phone.
Sorry, I was busy. Now I'll just sit here menacingly.
Your head's big.
Okay, that was a bit rude.
I look really pale.
Yeah, this light makes everybody look super pale. But if I turn it off, it's a little too dark. I mean, it kind of works, but
The shadows are a little weird.
you need the bright light so you can see all the shininess.
That looks like...
No,
Is that black?
it's a reptilian. Those are
Okay.
not numbered.
Well, then there's something kind of like...
That's an insert.
Okay. Kyle Tucker. William Contreras. Any relation to the other?
Yeah, Wilson, they're brothers.
Nice. Brass Hopper. Greatness Loading. Mr. Roki Sasaki.
That's a top load.
Awesome. Go on the back. Sorry.
Send him to get Boba. You're the boss now.
That sounds so good, actually. Kumar Rocker. Freddie Freeman. I like saying his name. It's fun.
Just put that Sasaki up to the side and just top load it after.
Well, I'm going from behind right now. Caden Dana. Or is it Dana? Okay. Behind Mr. Sasaki, we got a Dawel Joseph. Zephyr Hope, and Mitch Jebb. Let's see what's behind him. On the chrome, Braden Montgomery for the Sox. And we got Luis Morejo for the Guardians on Reptilian, you said. That's cool. Looks like little snake scales. What are you giggling at?
No, I'm just making faces in the camera. Trying to drown out the silence.
I'm not as good at Trent as multitasking. It's been a long day. The amount of people I've talked to on the phone and done things for, might as well be working for a call center. Second to last pack. Is there supposed to be guaranteed auto or anything?
Nope. It's just
Okay.
a blaster box. And more than likely, you've gotten all the the
You like that
numbered
name on the
cards.
back? Mr. Peter on the back. Hopefully that's a good sign.
You've more than likely gotten all the numbered cards. So you can go a little quicker.
Okay. Moving quicker then.
Just a little bit.
Mason Wynn. Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh! We were not guaranteed an auto.
Base paper auto.
But what did you do? Cleveland. That's James.
Braden Rocchio. What the heck?
Nice.
Paper auto. I feel like that's...
Yeah, just top load that right now. Yeah. That's the vet autos. Those are blaster box exclusive.
I think I spoke that into existence, so, heck yeah. Taking credit.
Yeah. It is not, I don't think. I think it's a sticker.
It is a sticker.
Yeah, those paper ones, I think all papers are stickers.
Very nice, though.
But that's center stage. Yeah, make a little bit of room for that autograph. Right off the rip, extra auto. Love to see it.
Heck yeah.
And another top load worthy one next.
Behind him, Jacob Wilson on the Rockstar for the A's. Sorry, gotta get my angle back. Kyle Teal. Gregory Barrios. Hagen Smith on the Chromes. Aaron Estrada. And Hong Chan
That's better than what I would.
Hong Chan
Yeah, the sticker's different from years past. It doesn't have like the hollow foil on it.
Nolan Arenado. Mr. Zach Wheeler. And Mr. Peter.
We are still on the first blaster, Robert.
Sorry, I move a little slow. It's because I just care about the cards so much. Gotta baby them. Gotta nurse them. That's how we get more autos.
We got the mega box next.
Okay, last one, and then Trent will take back over. Because I want to get out of my uniform. No color. Wyatt Langford.
Good rookie. Put that in the top.
Dalen Cruz. Yuri Perez. VIP. Samuel Basillo.
That's how you say Samuel? Samuel?
It could be. I'm going with it. Jacob Wright. Jesus Tiero. JJ Weatherholt.
Good one.
JJ Wetworth, sorry.
Good
Pablo Guerrero on the chrome. Josh Noth on the chrome. Connor Norby. Mr. Caminero. Crowd favorite. And Roque Sasaki.
Another one.
Awesome. Okay, handing it back over. Thank you.
Good job. Look at you. For the record, I did not tell her to come down here and do that. She just did it. Well, thanks for ripping for us, Ashley. See you next time. That's what Robert said.
Thank you.
You,
Sending good vibes.
you gotta. if you want to wait a minute, there might be some more messages to you. That's usually what happens. Is like once you walk away, like by the time you're up the stairs, there's already a couple messages in here for you.
You like Trent's new haircut and cleaned him up a little bit?
Yeah, my hair was getting a little bit long for my liking. Air Force doesn't like it when you got long hair.
Nice shot.
Nailed it. You should. Well, you see where the first blaster ended up.
I wasn't gonna comment.
All right. These are base packs. Nothing but really just base. All right. So same thing. I'm just gonna fan out the paper. All right. We got Cags. I like it. Winston Santos, Clase, and Bobby Witt Jr. We'll look through all the paper in the Bowman Mega, or the draft box, because obviously that's got a lot bigger ones. Put lightning bolts in it next time. Fernando Cruz,
Okay.
Churio, and York. Grow a mullet. The Air Force Super would not let me grow a mullet. And the lightning bolts.
I'll grow a mullet.
You can grow a mullet for sure.
Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for the good vibes. What do we got? Ooh, red rookie. This is pretty alright. Legitimate. This is probably the highlight you can get out of these base packs. Let's see who we got. LA, show me. Hyesung Kim. Ask and you shall receive. Hyesung Kim. Red rookie. And then we've got Fabian Lopez. You can thank Ashley for a Rokio vet auto out of the first blaster, or the blaster. The Rat Tail, Fabian Lopez, Christian. I just clicked the bottom right corner where it makes everything go away, and I just got really scared. Christian Campbell, Corey Seager, and Willie Adames. I'm moving my mouse over a little bit. Yeah, don't particularly want to shut down the live. That would be not very cash money. I feel like Ashley's a good breaker. We just got to work on her speed a little bit. She's great with, I mean, it's just reps. Like, it sounds silly, but it's true. She keeps everything on camera. That's really what matters. But she just go a little quicker. I know some folks are busy, especially during the week. Alrighty, Drew Jones, Ichiro Kano Hernandez, Vlad Jr., and Altuve. But now, for the moment we've waited for, the Mega Packs. Let's see if we can get an auto out of here. We got an auto out of the blaster. Why not? Why not go 2 for 2? Maybe that's a sign. We got some are upside down, some are not. All right, King Tuck for the Cubbies. Big Christmas rookie. Jace Young rookie. Rookie of your favorites, Luis Angel Acuna, and a Mike Trout. All right, good start. We got good names. We didn't get any prospects though. Weird. Hopefully that means that there's a prospect auto or numbered card in this one. Ooh, I like the name on the back. Show me some ink. Bryce Happa. There's Mitch Jebb. Nice Arun. VIP Max Clark. And Mr. James Wood. No numbered and no autograph makes me cranky. Let's jump into 2023. Let's do 22 Chrome Black. Why not? The box is just staring at me. You know what time it is. The handy dandy E10 Warthog is going to be our blocker card. Bring us good luck. Bring us good vibes. Maybe a little Julio Rodriguez rookie auto. The big dumper, Cal Raleigh's been tearing it up. And there's also this shortstop who I heard is pretty good at baseball, Mr. Wobby Bit Jr., or however you say it. Right, I didn't even see if it's color, so we're all going to be surprised together. All right, back to 2022, where there's only 3 cards in one of these, and the card on the back is numbered, so I have to open it like this. Edward Cabrera, the man with the fastest changeup in Major League Baseball history at 95 miles per hour. Nice stand. And then we got some gold on the back. Here we go. Polar Bear Gold. 37 of 50. Chet Steadman. Yeah, I'm putting a gold Alonzo up there. In case you didn't know, I am, well, I'll readdress this next week because hopefully I'll have a project complete next week that I can show off to everybody. All right, give me something pretty here. All right, looks like a base auto. Give us a good name. Oh, no, it is a refractor. 129 of 150. Scott Rowland for the St. Louis Cardinals. Justin. How about that? New Hall of Fame inductee. Yes, sir. Nice one. All right. 2023 Bowman Chrome. Shameless plug, as always. I am working on the complete set of the 2023 Bowman Chrome refractors for Team USA. If we pull one that I do not have, that you hit, and you don't want it, or you want to sell it, all I ask is that you reach out to me. And let me know if you want to sell it. I'm just going for the refractors at a $4.99. It'd be cooler if I did a lower numbered one, but your boy's not made of money. Because even like the golds are like kind of expensive, especially for like obviously like Mike Trout and everybody. Like they're a little expensive. Let's see what we got. Actually, I have a genuine question for everybody. We got 14 people in here, so I'm working on some TikToks and Instagrams, like just social media content before the National. For those of you interested or who have suggestions of, hey, what kind of content should I make, before the National? Like what kind of things you think, what are you curious about? I want to make some cool videos and hopefully drive some engagement on TikTok and Instagrams. All right, Garrett Cole, Francisco Lindor. It Came to the League, starring Michael Harris Jr. That is a rookie. Arnaldo Lantigua and Henry Cheville. I like both those names. Sleeve them up. That's the beauty of Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome, I think, is such a sleeper product in terms of, like, you could get, like, no joke. I mean, Julio Rodriguez, perfect example. Like, guys who are in Bowman Chrome, they're not followed because they're usually really young. And could be some gems. Francisco Alvarez, Mookie, iconic Juan Soto first image. Sarmiento, and nice Sebastian Walcott first Bowman. Texas Rangers, Austin. The only bummer about this is Walcott does not sign in this. He's a name who also has been lighting it up. A lot of people I know who chase him. And I feel like that's kind of a little too niche, though. Because I feel like only the people in here would be interested. Oh, we got blue. Would be interested. Let's see who we got. Nolan Jones, Anthony Rizzo. 2 on the back. Marcelo Mayer. And Gennaro Miller. Show me a pretty blue. Non-auto, Miguel Blyes for the Boston Red Sox. 11 of 150. Clean and prep cards to send to PSA. So the thing is with that, this is the downside. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, that could drive some negative consequences. A mullet wig at the National. Only because, like, some people are going to be like, why don't you use Kurt's Card Care? It's like, well, Kurt's Card Care is, you're actually altering the card, all this, all that junk from last year that blew up. All right. Moreno. Lubob. Nick Gonzalez on the Arizona Fall League insert. Samuel Zavala and Nelson Rod. I was hoping that was going to be Mr. Ethan Salas right there. Still looking for that ink. Ooh, I hope that's some ink right there. Oh, it looks like a shimmer. It might not be. J-Ram. Iconic Polar Bear. Jason Churio. Jace Young. And the shimmer. Jason Churio for Cleveland James once again. This image always throws me off because this is like exactly what a normal image variation would look like. Like the picture screams image variation with, you know, no helmet, kind of like a warm-up look. But it's his base image. It throws me off almost every time we rip 23. Alright, so we got ink in this pack. Give us a good name. Alright, looks like it's going to be a base auto. Vargas. Byron Buxton. Alright, it's right there. Shim first. Ludwig Espinoza for the Cubbies. And the auto, Demetrio Crisantes for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mark with the closer, Mojo. I really am so excited for the National, though. This will be my first. I've never been. I've been to Burbank. Been to plenty of other shows, just not the big one. Twins Mojo. Brian, it's like in every break thing. You're like, Mojo, Mojo. Do you want to know how to clean cards? We use shoe polish, scour pads, and Barkeeper's best friend. If you want to donate a big card for me to do that on, we'll get views. But you know what would be even worse if we use like a $100 card and then like nobody watches it. I think it'd be really funny if I did that with like actually like $100 card, did that and then sent it off, and it's like, see, this came back a PSA 2. Right, Oswaldo Cabrera, Nolan Arenado. Ooh, we got a refractor right there. Camilo Diaz, Yossi Galan. Show me a Purdy refractor. Oh, I love that, Roy. 199 of 499, Gunner. Roy, if you want to sell that, I am a buyer. I'm a big refractor guy. That's sweet. But the thing is, like, Jeffrey, I also, like, want to send it off, too. I'm not guessing that would be... Oh, absolutely not. No. I'm pulling for you. Use Franco. He doesn't survive my basement. Volpe rookie. Michael Bush. Iconic Peraza. Dernish Valdez. And Andy Acevedo. We're going to have last pack auto again? Maybe. Ben Joyce, Flamethrower. Mad Max. Prospect Process, Jackson Merrill. Jet Williams. And James Wood. Is this James Wood's last? No, I think he had a card in 24 draft. I think. That actually might be his last prospect card. All right, Brett Beatty. Bobby Witt Jr., Jefferson Caro, Roderick Arias, and Davison De Los Santos. 2 packs to go. I'm thinking that last pack's going to have some ink in it. I'm thinking. We got something colorful. Say Suzuki. Iconic Julio Rodriguez. Jason Derulo. Dominguez. Whatever. Miguel Blais. And the Pink Vapor. Spencer Jones for the Yanks. 130 of 199. One of the few ball players who makes Aaron Judge look small. He doesn't make him look small. He makes him look smaller, I should say. Because Spencer Jones is 6'7", 225. He's a big boy. Should show all your Jackson's collection. Yeah, I got a lot of Jackson Churio. Mostly golds, because I mean that was my thing. I was gonna go for every gold made, but there's a lot of them. I've got most of the main ones, like all the Bowmans, and except for his first, of course, which is stupid expensive. Are you eating Cheetos? Oh no, ugh, oh dude, that would just make me uncomfortable. All right, refractor auto, Casas, Money Mike, Kiner Delgado, Blaze Jordan. And a refractor. Oh, B. Andre Vargas. Yes! 384 of 499. Dodgers. Matt, nice hit. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. 2024 Topps Inception. It's patch auto time, ladies and gentlemen. Last 3 boxes, we haven't gotten a patch auto. We are due. And if we don't get a patch auto, give us a big name. But the patch autos, I mean, you can't not like them. Is he doing good? He is. Well, he's at least climbed rankings from previous years. I know that. I couldn't tell you his exact stat line, but I do know this. I've seen his stuff for sale, and it's still holding value. So I would assume that even if he's not doing great, he's still got hype behind him. All right. Doesn't look thick enough to be a patch auto, but that's okay. Nice start. Junior Caminero rookie for the Rays. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Oh, I was hoping he'd have the torpedo bat. Bo Bichette. That might be a short print. I've heard people say there's short prints in. No, there must not be. No, there's nothing any fancy on the back. It's just a different design. Right on the back. Nice Ceddanne Rafaela rookie. All right, that's the auto. So our greens. Jonathan Clase rookie. Nolan Jones and the auto. 268 of 299. Spencer Horwitz for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jeff. Blue Jays have done well thus far in Inception. We hit an orange auto last box we opened. If you're ripping Inception, you're going to need 100-point top loaders for these autos. XSP. Is it actually? I'm going to top load it. Oh, I see. I thought it looked different. I thought it did. And then for the base cards, I highly recommend like 59 or 60 point top loaders. They're just a little bit thicker than your normal ones. If you see a breaker and they're using just your standard top loaders in Inception, run away, please. Big box. Hit any Corbins lately? We've hit a couple Corbin Carols. I'm trying to think of the last big one we hit. I know we hit. I think we hit one of his. We hit a nice patch auto to 25 out of Topps Tribute. That was a really good one. And it was a good patch auto too. That's probably the last like big one I pulled. To where the Jet collection box is still out invisible. I don't like pulling things off, especially if, you know, everybody picked it. Ink, yes. Patch out at 25. There's not one of the Jet collections, but there is one for the Multiverse. But I will tell you this, the average in the Jet collections is higher than the Multiverse, but they're the same price. The big difference is the ceiling isn't as high. So obviously with the Multiverse, there's like, you know, $2,000-$3,000 cards. In this one, I think the ceiling's like $1,000. But the average card is worth more. Because I mean, that's the thing, is if you're gonna make the giant hits. So I don't know. I don't even know what the big chase is. But if you're gonna make a like a repack, you gotta keep to put the big cards in, obviously you got to put in stinkier ones. All right, I'm just going to do what I normally do, where I just take a couple of the paper and put them up there, and then we just fan through these. Nobody's started the bid at $10 on all the paper, but I expect this box to change that, especially when we get names like Chase Burns, who just got the call. Last paper was Aaron Hard, and then we've got Ariel Armas, Nick McLean. Dude, Kyle, that's totally fine, dude. The fact that you're in here hanging out, that's what matters to me. Like, I appreciate that more than you realize. Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt. Ooh, that's a green in tune. All right, you've piqued my interest. Refractors, Gage Zeal, and Josh Hartle. Normal insert. It's going to be a Plasma Power Walker Jenkins. And then we got a green. In tune. Leo, 86 of 99. Padres. Lee. Nice little name to get. Robert's kicking us off on the paper bidding. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can even check my eBay. I've got paper listed on eBay. But if you're building an eBay store and you want to, like, you know, because I'll be honest, like, I have the same opinion as a lot of collectors. I won't buy a card that's over $100 from somebody with feedback under 10 feedback. I won't. So if you want to build that feedback, a good way to do it is a paper spot. You know, just list names at 1 cent and just let it ride. And yes, you might lose some. But I mean, with just the big names, like, you sell them for $1 a piece. If we get 10 big names that you sell for $1 a piece, obviously you're breaking even, and then you've got all the rest. Does that pique anybody's interest? It's in the auto spot. That's gold. This is 24 draft. Let's do this. Ryan Harvey, Lucas Shaw, Walker Jenkins, Pablo Guerrero, Adolfo Sanchez, Charlie Bellison. Refractors are Ryan Clifford and Kavarin Tears. Insert's going to be In Tune, Adriel Radney. We pulled the Superfractor. And the gold, non-auto, Woody Hedin, 43 of 50 for the Detroit Tigers. Adam. Nice. Got a few. Anyone else buy any of this? Extra chances to hit these boxes. I did not get any. I was really hoping that was going to be an auto. Oh, man. Oh, a gold first Bowman auto of, like, one of the big dudes. I mean, that's insane. Chet Steadman, if anybody's interested, has an orange PSA 10 Chase Burns auto. That is worth the same amount as a used car. Dude, Christian Moore gold. Oh, boy. Ooh, and we got a sky blue paper in here, so I'm going to save that. Put that right in that stack. All right, let's see who else we can get. Robert's in the lead at $10 on the paper spot. Come on, give us some good names. All it takes is a couple Cags. Seaver King, nice first rounder. All right, we got sky blue paper behind another nice first rounder, Carson Benj for the Mets. And it's going to be Josh Hartle of the Pittsburgh Pirates, 204 of 499. This one's making its way to Christopher. Was hoping for Seymour, dude. I know. That would be awesome. Chase Alsop, Michael Massey, Bryce Eldridge, Yosua Lugo, Aiden Smith, Curly Martha, Dernish Valdez, Hanger, Nick Kurtz for the A's, Bryce McCage, and Bellison are our refractors. Let's see if we can get some nice Nick Kurtz going on. That's the thing, is when Bowman Draft first came out, everybody's like, oh, a lot of these guys are older. It's like, yeah, because they went to college, so they've seen a higher level of baseball. In other words, they're going to get called up faster. That's why these boxes have gone up in price. Where's the bucko stand? Gotta do a little bit of adjusting over here. Alright, still haven't seen our first auto. We're in the first stack, so we might have all of our autos on the bottom. They seem to be in the same spot of like the stack. So if you hit an auto in the second pack, odds are it's going to be in the second pack for the whole box. Just because of how I open it. Where I just keep everything in the same order. Alright, where's Cags? Where's Mr... Why am I blanking on Travis Bazzana's name? Trey Savage playing really well. Also a fella named Christian Moore. Cam Smith, Jack Caglione, Cam Caminiti. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now let's see all these names on Chrome, preferably with a little bit of ink there too. Ooh, I see Aqua back there. I like it. Ask and you shall receive. Cam Smith. About Christopher Torrin lately? I have not. Jack Caglione. Cam Caminiti. 3 for 3. Ben Hess. Tyson Lewis. Billy Amick. Oh yeah, that's ink. Here we go. Refractors. Brock Wilkin. And Zach Earnhardt. Bazzana. Draft night. And some ink. Here we go. Brody Brecht for the Colorado Rockies. 25 of 199. Rocks. Jeffrey. Oh, Rockies are already up here. Gotta do the long stretch. Now, give me a moment. We pulled a few nice names right there. Yeah, unfortunately, like, full-time job and arguably full-time breaking. You leave for a second. Well, leave again. If that's what happens when you leave, just keep leaving and just coming back. And magically more and more will appear. Missed it? Oh. It's an Aqua Lava auto of Brody Brecht to 199 for you. I want to see a numbered Cags, at least numbered. Ink would be ideal, obviously. All right, stack number 2. I was paying Jeremy because I'm a DGen. That's the thing, is like sometimes I sweat. Like some folks, the folks who pay while they claim, like the post says, you're the best. I know sometimes life gets in the way. Just do me a favor and try and pay like earlier rather than later, because sometimes I'm sweating. Like I get home and I'm like, oh, Connor Griffin. I get home and I'm like, oh crap, I still need payments from a few people. Travis Bazzana. That $10 spot's looking really good, Robert. Hopefully you get a good deal on it. Oh, and why not add another Cash Mayfield? Rafi Schlesinger, Gerald Perez, Noble Meyer, Cooper Pratt, Tommy Troy, Miles Naylor, Sky Blue, Felton Celestin. Was hoping to see some of him at a 23 Bowman Chrome. Walcott in tune and some refractors. Mr. Cranton and Luke Kishall. Twin Ink would make me happy. Let's see a Red Boz auto. We'd have to shut down the stream if we pulled a red Travis Bazzana auto. You need another Bazzana auto to 5, James? Another one? I pulled you one, and now we need another? I'm just kidding. That was crazy out of the snack pack. That was wild. Alright, give us some more good names. High bid on the papers, $10 for all of it. And all I'm saying is if you somehow don't pay at $10, I won't be mad. I'll list it on eBay and make 50. Ty Southensense, Jaron DeBerry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sizzle, Hunter Cranton, Seaver King. Ooh, we got a Lunar on the back. Walker Jenkins. No Dodgers hits. We did pull. Oh, Matt. No Dodgers hits. Yoendry Vargas to 499. That's a big hit. That might be hit of the break. Might be. It's a toss-up, I think. Oh, I was about to top-load a base Seaver King. How about a refractor, too? Christian Moore draft night. And the Lunar. Tanner Jones. 106 of 125. I was hoping that was going to be Cags. I saw the border color and I got excited. Yeah, Matt. Nice hit. Don't hear any noise. I guess my in-laws aren't back in yet. Like I said, they were doing some house hunting today. I guess I'll go ahead and top load the base Seaver King too. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. We got 16 people in here. Welcome in, everybody. Whether you're chatting or just watching and hanging out, it's always nice to have a nice crowd in here. Just hang out, unwind after the day, pull some cool cards, chat, talk smack on the Yankees losing the series to the Mets, talk smack about Juan Soto getting snubbed for the All-Star game. Yeah, I'm a little upset. Oh gosh, what did I say? Did I say something stupid? Probably. It's fine. Nice break, Montgomery. Jeremy Rodriguez, the next J-Rod. Rainer Arias, Rhett Lauda, Aiden Miller, Eduardo Herrera, Dewell Joseph, Fernando Cruz, Plasma Power, Roman Anthony. Nice Benj Refractor, and Pablo Guerrero. I tell you what, I've bought into so many of Chet Steadman's breaks. And you know what he pulls me? Diddly squat. And I'm out here pulling him numbered Benjis. Refractor Benjis. I think he's got something nice up here too. The Mets aren't even on the stage. Why not? What else did we pull for the Mets? He's not even in here. I'm out here hustling. Oh yeah, gold. Gold Pete Alonso. Bonus mojo on your next break. You tap that blue thumbs up in the bottom right. Don't give away the secrets, John. Don't give away the secrets. You can't. Some people don't like to do it, even though it's free. It takes no time. Bryce Rainier and Hagen Smith. And Mike Sirota. He's been playing well. Oh, Nick Kurtz. Why not? I think that's a fair argument. The thing that gets me is the argument for him being there is incredibly justified. Dude, John, I know the Mets have been terrible. I tossed some things in your package that hopefully you appreciate. But did he just laugh at that? Is the man, the myth, the legend in here? No, he's not. I'm out here talking smack. I lie. He's pulled me a bench auto, which is awesome. But no, I mean, the argument for Ronald Acuna getting in the All-Star game is that, yes, he didn't play early, but lately he's been playing great. And my argument is Juan Soto's been playing better. It is what it is. Show me some Marlins. Let's do it, John. Wait, Fishy's got something. Marlins hit something already. I remember that. I know for a fact they did. Oh, nothing crazy. Is it Edward Cabrera rookie? John said he sold you all his Mauricios. I couldn't get any from it. John who? Let's see what else we got. Why not more bench? Gifted nuts. Oh, yeah. Brody Brecht. Bryce McCage. That John. Yeah. John sent me some nice ones. Josh Hartle. Kavarin Tears. Zach Earhard. Oh! More Mets. Goodness. John, look away. John, this is not a break. You need to be in here watching. John, I promise I do not pack these boxes. Dude, you have picked up the Mets so frequently and, like, hooked the brother up with nailing the Mets. And they have done terrible for you. And I'm out here pulling these for old Mr. Chet Steadman like it's nothing. That's also a really good point, Jeffrey. That's a really good point. With it being in Atlanta, I get it. Am I a little bummed about it? Yes. Do I think he got snubbed? Yes. Do I think he's going to make more? Yes. Also, Polar Bear not in the home run derby? Whack. Into Nick Kurtz. Brody Brecht, already got your auto. And Adolfo Sanchez. All right, let's finish off with a big auto. No disrespect to Brody or Trey, but we want to see. Not worth what they paid for him, though, LMAO. Brian, I mean, the Phillies, yeah, I mean, they're a darn good team. I will admit it. The Phillies are a darn good team. They're so good. Dang it. I was going to talk so much trash. We're one game behind the Phillies. I was going to talk so much trash. I thought we had the lead. That stupid loss to the Yankees. We got blue paper in here. Chase Burns, once again, number 2 overall pick. High bid's $10 on the paper. Like I said, Robert, if you don't want to pay for it, I do not mind keeping this and making some cash on eBay. And just adding to my recent feedback. All right, here we go. Blue. Casey Sock for the Chicago White Sox. 66 of 150. W Sox, Robert. That's why I ignore these trade rumors. Yeah, I agree. Leo, Braylon Brazoban, Sebastian Walcott, Tink Hence, Yoelin Cespedes, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Ooh, we got something a little sparkly. Brian, aren't you going to say something about vibes now? You think the vibes are going to help you now after you say something like that? Aiden Smith Refractor. The vibes can't help you. Ty Soothing Sense. I'm just kidding. I hope you hit something nice. Connor Griffin Plasma Power. And a little sparkle. Aiden May. 35 of 200. John asked, and he got it. It's a Leo in tune number to 99, Lee. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We got 19 people in here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your evening. If you're just jumping in, welcome. You're more than welcome to either sit in the shadows or you can come in here and talk trash about Ronald Acuna Jr., just like I love to do. I'm just kidding. I love Ronald Acuna Jr. I think he's great for baseball. No, they would. No, that would. No offense, James. I think that would be a bad trade. The Braves need middle infielders. That's what the Braves really need. They need that. I think they have a future in Drake Baldwin. In the 27th pick of the draft. I don't know. Oh, Bobby Bonilla. Dude, get out of here, John. Get out of here. You could pay me $1 million every July 1st. It was a Trey Snyder. Was a base auto. So hopefully we get something nice and numbered for our third. All right. I mean, I'll admit it. No notable paper in that pack. All righty. Chromes. Josh Grauer. Johnny King. Sam Antonacci. Eric Hernandez. Nick Montgomery. Ryan Sloan. Jacob Cozart. In tune, Leo. So we got the base and the green. In the refractors, Jaron DeBerry and Curly. That was a bummer pack. Let's do something better. I may have hit my head earlier. Hard. Oh. I actually heard a good argument that that the Braves might inquire about Ronnie Mauricio, which I think is. I wouldn't be mad at it. I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I think he'd be a good fit. I think he'd be a good fit for the Braves. The Mets are so logged. I see a Savage and Christian Moore. The Mets are so logged on the infield. Cam Smith, Jack Caglione. High bid's $10. Here we go. Yeah, you really don't like Bo Naylor. John, I know you say no, but like, I mean, we've got so many infielders. Like, good players don't play every day. And they can't play every day. In other words, they can't hone in. I don't know. Braylon Morrell. Byron Churio. Oh, did he? What happened? Roman Anthony, Sheng Lin, Emil Morales, Griffin Herring, Grant Shepardson, Lunar, Dylan Dreiling for the Rangers. Then we got Ryan Johnson and Derniche. The thing is, like, it's because he doesn't play every day. That's the problem. None of them play every day. AA isn't in here. AA. Who's AA? AA. That went over my head. He's a nice guy. He just sucks at baseball. I don't even know who that is, Jeffrey. Oh, Mike Sirota? That Mike guy. Guy's green first. Should I grade that or no? What Kyle's not telling us is that it's actually torn in half. So I think you should. No, Kyle, I don't know. What is it worth in a 10? What's it worth in a 9? What's it worth in an 8? How much does grading cost? What's the turnaround time? Is the card clean enough to get a 10? These are the questions that you got to ask. Routine pitch from Chase. Oh, that stinks. James Tibbs III, newest. Boston Red Sox. Kalen Culpepper. I'm so for real. Robert, if you don't want this for $10, I will gladly keep this for $10. All right, Nate Dom, J.D. Dix, Braden Montgomery Chrome, nice Nick Kurtz, there he is. Dylan Dreiling, Brandon Neely, looks like a refractor auto coming. Fenwick Trimble, Ryan Harvey refractor, Titus Sizzle refractor, Plasma Power Brock Wilkin, and a low refractor auto action of Carter Johnson, 156 of 499, going to Mr. Peters in the Miami Marlins. Details. Yes. Oh, it's clean? Well, then if it's clean, if it's worth $20 in a PSA 10, it's not worth it. If it's worth $200 in a PSA 10, it might be worth it if it's clean. You know, it's all up to you of like what you think. When people ask me like, "Oh, should I grade this?" I'm like, it depends. Like, is there a chance that he, you know, goes down exponentially in the next few weeks? Is there a chance? You know, it's just things like that. Is there a chance that he gets called up in the next few weeks? In that case, don't grade it. That way you can, I mean, when somebody gets called up, a base auto of theirs and a PSA 10 auto, like the raw auto price will equal that PSA 10. For sure. It will for sure reach that. What it is for before the call up. Happens almost every time. Paper fact! If you get the reference, I appreciate you. Repack time. PSA 9 can equal raw. It can, for sure. Completely agree, Roy. As somebody who buys PSA 9s almost exclusively, I love that. I know it stinks also as somebody who grades cards, but it also just depends on the card. All right, we got something raw in here. Let's see something nice. Show me a big first Bowman auto. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of big first Bowman autos out of the repack recently. Looks like a die cut. What is this? Is it sideways? Oh, this is a launched into orbit. Sammy Sosa launched into orbit auto. Lou. That is sick. From 2024 Cosmic Chrome Baseball. That is awesome. That is sweet. To be fair, James, those are much easier to cut than the multiverse. Because the multiverse, I got to go underneath it at the side. Nice hit. All right, folks. Well, that wraps up the break. Going to give a quick recap. And as always, if you didn't hit, I promise I'll send you something nice. I promise. I will try. I'm dialing it back just a little bit because of reasons, unfortunately. but I will still do my best to send you something nice, because I get it. You're spending your hard-earned money with me. The least I can do is at least send you something that hopefully you appreciate. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Sosa, he does have a really good-looking auto. It's professional. All right, let's see what else we got in here. I think I'll go like this. This is actually tough. I'm just gonna. You know, I attempted to put this in an order for about 4 seconds. About 4 seconds. Do you expect anything less, James? I don't. I've learned to not expect anything. All right. Let's get these autos together. I think I gotta go like this. I think I have to. Penmanship is a lost art. Absolutely. I mean, there are guys who will literally just like scribble their name, and it's like, why? Have some pride. Gosh, why is it so bright? There we go. Why are you doing that, camera? That's gross. Here, let me just do this like one stack at a time. Hopefully you can actually see everything. Nick Kurtz, Braden Montgomery, Edward Cabrera from Chrome Black, Carson Benj, base, Seaver King, base Cags, Seaver King Refractor, Caminiti, Charlie Condon, Rockstar Rookies, Jacob Wilson, Bichette on the X short print, Hyesong Kim Red Rookie, Volpe, Jason Churio Shimmer, Benj Refractor, It Came to the League starring Money Mike, Cam Smith, Greatness Loading Sasaki, Walcott, Arun Mojo, Nick Kurtz Hanger, and Morejo on the Reptilian. All right, Caminero, rookie from Inception, James Wood, Mojo, Schwellenbach, red rookie, Felnin Sky Blue, Josh Hartle Sky Blue to $4.99, Tanner Jones to $125, Sock to $150, May to $200, Dryling Lunar, Polar Bear to $50, Benj to $250, Spencer Jones on the Vapor to $199, Leo to $99, Blyes to $150, Woody Hadeen to $50, and Gunner to $4.99. For some autographs, we've got Mr. Brian Rocchio on the Vet Auto Exclusive and Blasters, Crisantes base, Trey Snyder base, Horwitz to $2.99, Carter Johnson Refractor to $4.99, Brody Brecht on the Aqua to $1.99, Yoendry Vargas to $4.99, Scott Rowland Chrome Black Auto to $150, and the hit of the break, Sammy Sosa launched into orbit from 2024 Topps Chrome Cosmic. All right, friends. Well, that wraps it up for me. High bid on the papers, 11. I'll give a couple minutes if anybody else wants to bid. Like I said, if you bid and you're like, actually, I don't really want it, I will not complain. I would bid more than what it's going for right now, strictly to build up my eBay feedback. I'm posting a few more things, trying to bump that up. I'm going to try and get to 1,000 positive feedback. I'm at like 600, I think, maybe more. I know I've sold like almost 1,000 items. But it's super easy whenever you just sell a card for, 25 cents. I know it's not really worth it, but I'm sorry, Robert. I know it's not really worth it to, with the goal of just making money. But the higher feedback you got, the more eyes you get on your stuff, and honestly, just the more it gets boosted. Because eBay wants to promote good sellers. It's less return cases they got to deal with, all that stuff. Post daily, sign up for promoted 2%. Exactly. It's just like Facebook, where, you post regularly, you'll be fine. So, in case you're wondering, how much paper are you bidding on? The problem is I sell so much on Facebook. So much on Facebook. I also buy a ton. I mostly buy on eBay. But as far as like gross sales, I've definitely done more on Facebook. So here's the notable stack. So Culpepper, Tibbs, Kaggs, Cam Smith, Christian Moore, Savage, Burns, Kurtz, Sirota, Hagen Smith, Bryce Rainier, Braden Montgomery, O'Farrell, Cash, Bazana, Lindsey, KG, Theo, Caminiti, more Kaggs, more Cam Smith, more Savage, more. Benj, Seaver, Chase Burns, Payne, Sasaki, Weatherholt, Cruz, and Condon. So let's say these go for 50 cents a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 31. So if those go for 50 cents each, $15.50. They go for $1 a piece. Just these. If any of these guys get called up, bada bing, bada boom. It's a back and forth battle. In case you're wondering how I organize breaks, it's like this. I put all the stuff to sleeve later in the front, all the base in the rear of the tray, and then I just take one of the blocker cards from Topps Tribute, and I just write on here. So I'll put, you can see that was a previous one, so I'll put 8 July on here. That way nothing gets mixed up, anything like that. And then boom, it is ready to sort. We're going back and forth. It is a battle. Can't even win the damn paper. Oh, take it down. Heave versus Ho. Heave. Ho. All right, James. I believe that means that it is yours at 17, my friend. All right. Well, I'm going to close down the break for the evening. Going to go hang out with the in-laws, figure out what we're going to do for dinner, and go from there. So, thanks again for jumping in. I appreciate you guys. Have a great evening. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate you. All right. Cheers, everybody.